Yeah, I like playing in a three-piece. I like the amount of air around about, you know, and the silence you can get in the dynamics. And the music doesn't get too congested, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of space for each individual instrument. I mean, three-piece band, you know, a good three-piece band for me is the best.
Yeah.
You know, ZZ Top, King's X, Zeppelin, the original Jeff Beck group, Cream, the list is endless. Free, fantastic. They're all basically like a three-piece or a three-piece with a vocalist.
It's quite demanding on the guitarist though, because you have to play rhythm and lead. So
or a riff or something, you know, something that carries the song along. You know. So I played live, it was mainly just a three-piece, but when I recorded I tended to play a rhythm part and then play the solo over the top of it, overdub. Yeah. Solos and stuff, you know. And now I tend to try and orchestrate things when I'm recording. You know, play different parts and I like that, I enjoy doing that. You know, I'm not about playing flash solos all day, you know. I tend to like, you know, playing to the song more. Or playing for the song, you know. But I'll not turn my back on our good riff, you know what I mean?
No, and when you obviously you also played when Sal joined Nazareth, and when Billy Rankin later, you know, you played with two guitarists as well. So I was curious to find out what's your thoughts on playing as two guitarist band.
I like the idea of working with another guitar player if the songs have been arranged. But when you get two guitar players and they've not really worked together and they're both wanting the same sound and tone, and it becomes muddy. And I'm not a big fan of that, you know. I've got a problem with bands that have, like, you know, like a keyboard player and two guitar players or three guitar players in some cases. I got a problem with that because they all want to play at the same time. And that's not smart as far as I'm concerned, you know. I don't think that everybody in a band, because there's a lot of people in the band, I don't think they should all play at the same time. Because just getting each other's way. You know? So, and that depends on the music and the song as to, you know, how you construct the arrangement, who's playing what when. If that's done at the outset, then it can be great. It can be really, really good. But if you push a keyboard player and another guitar player into songs that were designed or thought of and recorded as a three-piece, that, for me, is when the trouble starts.
You recorded obviously some great players, but also some great places.
That was when money was no object. That was when, you know, we're getting like $500,000 as an advance for each album. So you could afford to be kind of extravagant and go to these exotic places and party. You know, the funny thing is that these albums didn't sell any better than the one that was recorded in the shittiest studio we ever used. The shittiest studio we ever used was a 16-track down in Kent called Escape Studios. And we recorded Hair of the Dog there. And that was our biggest seller, and it still sounds great. So, you know, having a state-of-the-art studio doesn't make hits. I'm a great believer if somebody comes to me and said, you want to produce me? I say, let me hear the songs. Have you got any songs? Because for me, it's the song, the performance, and then the production. The best producer that I think I ever worked with was Roger Glover. Roger Glover was a musician, he understood it, he saw us umpteen times playing live, so he knew what we were about, and he recorded it and produced it, and we had, you know, a great start to our career when he started producing us. Give us our first top 10 record, you know, first top 10 album. And did 3 great albums with us. You know, great guy, and we owe owe my whole career to him, you know, really. He brought a mobile up. He says, "Where are you comfortable playing?" And I said, well, you know, we've done all our demos and everything in this little rehearsal room, and Roger said, "Right, we'll bring the studio to that."
Yeah.
He brought a mobile up and we recorded everything with a mobile, and then he took it back to London to AIR with Jeff Emmerich mixing, and
yeah,
it was all she wrote.
Yeah, yeah.
And Roger was great in terms of getting the performances, which are, you know, the song, performance, the audio, the engineer, the production, you know.
Yeah.
Jeff Emmerich was an amazing engineer. He worked for the Beatles, you know. The Beatles, what more can you say?
Yeah.
Some of the best records ever made, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of respect for Jeff Emmerich. Not really. I'm kind of comfortable with myself, you know, without being big-headed about it or anything like that. I'm just, you know, comfortable with my abilities.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have any insecurities about my playing or anything like that, or being on stage, you know, just... I'm reasonably confident.
Yeah. And so did you used to be nervous, you know, before?
I think the last time I was nervous, it was the first gig in the Marquee down in London, when we first went down to London with Nazareth and made our album and played in the Marquee. It was a big deal for me. I was kind of nervous, and then
Yeah.
because, you know, everybody had played there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody that was worth 2 cents, you know,
Yeah.
had started out at the Marquee, so it was a big day for us. It could come from a great drum sound, or a sequence keyboard, a guitar riff, a guitar chord progression. I don't have any fixed method. I don't have a formula anymore, you know what I mean? It doesn't work. It has to come from somewhere, you know. It has to be inspirational.
Yeah.
And when I hear it, I'm good at recognising it. You know what I'm saying? Best songs are the ones that you can write like that.
Yeah.
If you're having to work at a song too often, too long, then there's something wrong.
Yeah.
That's my theory anyway. You know, if I'm having trouble with a song, there's something wrong with it.
Yeah.
If I'm having to dwell on it and go back to it and try and finish it, and there's something missing. Because the best songs I've written have happened like in 5-10 minutes. It's all about being inspired, you know, finding the right riff.
Yeah.
You know, like the riff for Hair of the Dog. When I played it, I held it and I went, "That's a good riff." And the band went, "Yeah, that's a good riff. Let's do a song around it."
Yeah.
So, okay, let's do a song. And Dan would listen to it, and he would just come up with the vocal for it. Dan was amazing, you know, but that was his job. He's just doing his job, you know. He'd sit back and listen to that, and he would be writing something down. He'd come up with the idea and that. Where did that come from, Dan? It's great, you know. I tend to think more from the chord. I know where all the inversions are of all the chords, so I know where I am on the neck, and if I know all the notes in the chord, I know the chords, I can play around them, play melodies and licks and, you know. It's just knowing what the inversions are, so you know where to start. That's like, instead of playing a B minor, it's boring, right?
Yeah.
What you're doing here is you're using 2 Ds. Even just having the same note duplicated, it still sounds different.
Yeah.
And then all the open Ds. I suppose I've played the blues scale quite a lot, but I'm not aware of it. I don't think of it as a scale, you know.
Yeah.
I think of it as a part of, I'm on the A, that's where A minor is. I can play a lead around these notes that are in the chord.
Yeah.
Or in the key of the chord.
Yeah, because I noticed that you don't use that sort of pentatonic scale of playing. You, as you say, you use the chords and play around the chords. So
you know, maybe part of a solo or something like that will go through the pentatonic. There'll be maybe a part of it that's pentatonic, you know, but I don't build my solos up from that scale.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of the scale.
No.
That's the important thing for me. I don't like, you know, joined up scales.
No, exactly. Yeah. What's the best Nazareth souvenir you collected throughout the career?
Gold album from America for Hair of the Dog. I'm not part with that. What can I do that nobody else can do? Oh, I don't know. Write a song. Write a Nazareth song. Write a Manny Charlton song. I don't think anybody can do that. There's drugs, cigarettes, tobacco, tea. You know, there really is no substitute for a good Les Paul and a good Marshall.